Jai Shri Radhe, Sab Vaishnavan ko Jai Shri Krishna, Sananda Saprema Jai Shri Krishna. Varta 183, day 196, Varta 183. The story of Rajbheem and his wife from Gujarat who knew about their previous births. Bhav Prakash. These are devotees of Rajasi disposition. In the eternal Leela, their names are Nri Devi and Sneha Devi. Nri Devi incarnated as Rajbheema and Sneha Devi as his wife. They manifest from Vana Devi and are thus personifications of her divine loving sentiment. Part 1. This Rajbheem was aware of his previous birth from the moment he was born. His wife shared the same awareness. When they thought about their previous births, they were both afflicted with deep regret and anxiety. They thought to themselves, Oh Sri Thakurji, how will we be able to serve you? That night, Sri Thakurji spoke to them. You should seek shelter in the one who is able to tell you about your previous birth. Then do whatever he instructs you. The couple pondered, where on earth will we be able to find the one who will be able to tell us about our previous birth? We should set off on pilgrimage of the holy spots. Maybe we will find someone there who knows. When they had thus pondered, Rajbheem told his father, We would like to go on a pilgrimage. Please grant us permission to go. The father granted them leave to go. The couple set off. They visited many important places and met many knowledgeable men with whom they engaged in discussion. None of them anywhere were able to tell them about their previous births. When they were on their way back home from the tour, they came to Gokul. The king had his camp set up on Sri Thakurjani Ghat. At that time, Sri Gosaiji had gone to perform his afternoon prayers there. Rajbheem caught sight of him and realized that he was a holy being, surrounded by a strong spiritual effulgence. The king bowed low before him. Sri Gosaiji asked him, Did you find what you were searching for on your pilgrimage? Rajbheem said that he had not. Sri Gosaiji invited him to come to see him in his Bertak. There I shall tell you everything. Hearing this, Rajbheem recognized that Sri Gosaiji would be able to satisfy their quest. Sri Gosaiji himself then entered the Lord's temple and performed the Rajbhog Aarti. When the Lord had been settled down for his afternoon rest, Sri Gosaiji partook of prasad and had a nap. When it was time for the afternoon Uttapan Seva and before entering the Seva, Sri Gosaiji took his seat on his cushions. Rajbheem entered there and prostrated to Sri Gosaiji. He piped up, O Maharaj, if it is your wish, please do bless us and tell us what we would like to know. Sri Gosaiji told all the other Vaishnavas gathered there to leave and proceeded to tell them all about their previous lives. In your previous birth, you, O king, were a Kunabi Patel who lived in a village. Your present wife was married to a businessman. Both of you had lusty minds towards each other. She would come to the fields to meet you, and many days passed like this. One day, whilst digging the fields, you found a very nice piece of land. It housed a large rock, and you found a beautiful cave beneath it. There was a temple in that cave. This temple belonged to one beautiful Sri Thakurji. You were astonished to find him there. At that moment, your lady friend arrived, and you showed it all to her. You asked her what it all was, and she told you. This is a Swarupa of Sri Thakurji of Kanhaiya Lalji. This is a most fortunate occurrence. Our lives have been born fruition in our lives have borne fruition in our finding this Swarupa. You clean the mud off the temple and then brought water to wash it. You bathed yourselves and bathed the Sri Thakurji and then fetched lovely fruits from the forest which you offered to him. You collected forest flowers and made flower garlands for him to don. In this manner, you started to serve him daily. You would always bring something new to offer to him. You dressed and adored him and offered him various preparations. You would sweep the temple area, clean and bring flowers from here and there to decorate it. In this way, you two secretly and very nicely served him. Nobody knew about this. Thus you continued for some time. As you went on serving the Lord, you became very attached to the highest bliss that you felt in serving him. You forgot all your needs for sense gratification. You became fully absorbed in his seva. One day when you were chanting the Lord's name and serving him, the cave collapsed through the divine Lord's will, and you were both killed outright. The servants of Dharmaraj, the god of retribution, came to fetch you to his realm. Behind them came the servants of Vishnu. The servants of Dharmaraj argued, These two performed many prohibitive acts contrary to the teachings of the Vedas. The servants of Vishnu countered, Sri Thakurji himself has granted these two the highest liberation. They are destined to go to him. They have cleaned the Lord's temple and therefore are without a doubt worthy of the highest goal. Saying this, the servants took the two of you away and stood you in front of Sri Thakurji. The Lord told you to ask of him whatever you wanted. I am very pleased with you. The two of them stood before him with hands joined in supplication and said, "Oh dear Lord, why are you so kind towards us? We have behaved despicably in our lives, so why are you so compassionate towards us? You did indeed behave very badly, but you also cleaned my temple. Therefore I have accepted your seva. I am thus very happy with you. Please ask any boon from me." You then piped up, "Oh dear Lord, since you are happy to grant us something, then please grant us human birth on earth. Let us be husband and wife who serve you and sing your praises. This is what we ask for. Let us be born as humans." Bhav Prakash, because it is difficult to attain the Lord's seva without taking birth as a human. Even the demigods crave to take birth as humans. Gopal Das has sung, "Even the most wise uplifted beings desire birth on earth so that they might serve the son of Sri Vallabhacharya-ji. In this way, human birth is a very elevated position. Therefore, these two asked to be granted this very boon. This tale also reveals the excellence of the Lord's seva and praise. Having had his holy sight, these two asked only to perform his seva. Seva alone can captivate the Lord. Therefore, it is here stated that a Vaishnava should not waste even a single second without seva. Sri Thakurji, Part 1 continued. Sri Thakurji then spoke. Your heart's desire will be fulfilled. Then you too were born on this earth. In this way, Sri Gosaiji explained everything to the king. Hearing it, Rajbheem gained pure intelligence and he requested Sri Gosaiji, "O Maharaj, please bless us. Please take us as your disciples." Sri Gosaiji blessed them by initiating them both with the Lord's name. After instructing the two of them to fast the following day, Sri Gosaiji granted them the Brahmasambandh initiation the next day in front of Sri Navaneet Priyaji. Rajbheem then requested Sri Gosaiji to grant them the seva of one Sri Thakurji, and he did so. Sri Gosaiji taught him all the rules and ways of seva. Rajbheem then asked Sri Gosaiji's permission to return to their home. He gave them permission to go, and Rajbheem made a sizable donation to him. It took them some time to reach home. Rajbheem found a secluded spot in his palace, to establish Sri Thakurji's seva. He and his wife began to serve Sri Thakurji very nicely. Their hearts offered seva to Gokul every day, and they sang many compositions about Gokul and Sri Gosaiji. It was not long before Sri Thakurji began to grant them his direct experience and ask of them whatever he required. Thus concludes Varta 183, the story of Rajbheem and his wife, who were the recipients of Sri Gosaiji's great grace and accomplished Vaishnavas. There is no end to their tale. Aaj ke Anand ki jai ho ji. Sab Vaishnavan ko jai Shri Krishna. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.